graduation. Looking around this morning, the journey that brings me here is a bit less traditional than other students in this room. I certainly have more gray hair, more smile lines, and many more years behind me. When I received the request to speak to this group, my initial thought was, me, I have nothing significant to say. But then I realized I do have some thoughts I could share. Things I have experienced to be true, time and time again. So here we go. Number one, things are the scariest just before you start them. Starting something big has always made me feel like riding a roller coaster. You get in line and commit, thinking you can still back out. Soon you're too deep to turn around. You get in the car and off you go. Up that giant hill full of doubt and anxiety. The big drop happens. Then things even out and you tackle curves and bumps along the way until the ride ends. Walking away full of exhilaration, you think, wow, what a ride. And I'm so glad I did it. That's how I feel today about graduation. Wow, what a ride. And I'm so glad I did it. Number two, learning is lifelong. It has no downside. And each experience gives you perspective, whether learning from a book or by taking an airplane to experience new cultures and meet new people. The world gets bigger and your understanding gets deeper. Number three, sometimes the actions you take encourage others without you even knowing it. 2 times a year I have a rounding opportunity with Jack, my Senior Director of Supply Chain at work. Over time, we have touched on my progress throughout the master's program, as well as work-related goals and current projects. But last week's meeting was different. Jack told me his boss had been urging him to go back to school to get a certification, and Jack had been putting it off. This time, as I mentioned my upcoming graduation, he said I had inspired him. And recently, Jack started his continuing education. And finally, number 4. Although things don't go as planned, don't give up. Trust your abilities, because what I've realized is you'll surprise yourself. When my youngest child, Sophia, was thinking about college and taking campus tours, I decided to take the thought of a master's degree off the shelf and give it another look. So, as Sophia went off to college, Mom did too. I received my undergraduate degree right here from UW-La Crosse back in 1987. When I was first jotting ideas to share, I accidentally wrote 1897. And it might as well have been, as it feels so long ago and like some other meeting. Some things were quite different. No cell phones, no laptops, no online learning, and the biggie, no internet. Looking back at this, my education felt more confined to books on library shelves, handwritten notes, and memorization. As I was getting the swing of my new school experiences 31 years later, education was a completely different ballgame. My kids were now showing me how to navigate campus, join in online discussions, and reassure me that it was okay to use the internet for my assignments and projects. Early on, my son Spencer said to me, Mom, it's not about memorizing things. It's about knowing how to get the information you need to solve a problem and knowing how to find it. I thought about that and realized, what an improvement. You no longer learn for the moment, but you rather learn for a lifetime. Now, more specifically about my master's degree. I have been in healthcare for nearly 20 years, mostly in administrative roles and all in supply chain. The topics covered through my courses touched on crisis management, statistical analysis, budgeting, ethical legal issues facing clinicians and administrators today, process improvement methods, and reviewing various leadership skills and styles while discovering what kind of leader I wanted to be. These topics have directly translated into my daily professional responsibilities and make me a better teammate and employee through idea contributions, leadership by example, and process improvement initiatives. Looking forward, I hope to continue to mentor and encourage others with support, educational background, and guidance. For all of us graduating today, remember, learning does not end. This is just another building block in our future. Please take time to celebrate this achievement and recognize your journey and the support you've received from those in your life along the way. Congratulations to this fall master's degree class of 2024. Wow, what a ride, and aren't we glad we did it?